Okay, let's get right into it. As a business leader, you got to know that the fundamental rules for how your company gets found online are changing. I mean, right now. The playbook you've leaned on for years, it's being totally rewritten by AI and, well, adapting isn't optional anymore. So let's break down what this really means for you. Just look at this. In only a few months, these AI-powered answers, what Google is calling AI overviews, have more than doubled their presence in search results. This isn't some slow, gradual shift we're talking about. This is a massive acceleration. The very way your customers find information is transforming at an incredible speed. So this really brings up a critical question for every single executive out there. As AI becomes the new front door to information, is your business being set up as the expert? Or is it just becoming invisible? This change is a direct, immediate business risk if you're not ready for it. For years and years, the goal was so simple, right? Get to that #1 spot on Google. But that prize, it's losing its power. In this new world, being ranked first is no guarantee you'll actually be seen or heard by the AI. And why is that? Well, it all comes down to a really surprising number. 60%. Just let that number sink in. This single statistic reveals a fundamental crack in the old SEO playbook. It's a number that pretty much upends the entire model you thought you knew. Here's what that 60% really means. A full 60% of the sources that AI chooses to cite in its answers, they don't come from the top 10 traditional search results. The AI is actively looking past those top-ranked pages to find what it believes is the best, most authoritative answer. And that requires a completely new strategy. And that new strategy, it has a name. It is the key to navigating this brand new world. And it's called Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO for short. To put it simply, GEO is all about making your content the most attractive, trustworthy, and useful source for an AI to learn from. It's not about tricking some algorithm. It's about structuring your expertise so that an AI can easily digest it and reference it. So here's the crucial difference. The whole objective has shifted. Traditional SEO was a race for position, right? A race to the top of a list. GEO, that's a competition for inclusion. The goal isn't just to be on the list anymore, it's to be the answer itself. This really illustrates the new competitive landscape perfectly. Think of it like a news citation layer that now sits on top of all those familiar blue links. This is the new battleground. It's where visibility is going to be won or lost. Your goal is to own your space in this layer. Okay, so if ranking isn't the only thing that matters, how does the AI actually decide which sources to trust and to cite? I mean, what does it really value? It's actually pretty logical when you think about it. The AI prioritizes content that is high quality in a very human way. It's looking for clear structure, direct answers to questions, signals of real expertise, and natural language. Basically, it's hunting for the most authoritative teacher on a subject, and your business needs to be that teacher. And this all builds into a pretty clear 3-part strategy. A solid geoplan is built on these core pillars. First, content structure. Is your stuff easy for an AI to scan and make sense of? Second, authority signals. Are you consistently proving your deep expertise? And third, technical optimization. Are you using the right tools, like schema markup, to help the AI trust what you're saying? Now, understanding the theory is one thing, but putting it into practice is what really matters. So where does a business leader even start? What's the very first actionable step? It all starts with an audit. You really can't build a new strategy without first understanding where you're strong and, more importantly, where you're weak in this new game. You have to get a crystal clear picture of where you stand right now. A proper geo audit looks specifically at those 3 pillars we just talked about. How is your content actually structured? How strong are your authority signals? And is your website technically ready to communicate effectively with these AI engines? This gives you your baseline. And once you have that baseline, you can prioritize with, surgical precision. Focus your resources on the high-intent pages that actually drive conversions. Build out content that directly answers your customers' most urgent questions. Implement the technical schema you need, and launch initiatives that truly prove your authority in the market. Now, I know this might sound like a lot of work, but listen, this is where the massive opportunity is. Because while this change is happening incredibly fast, most of your competitors, they are just not ready for it. Just take a look at this gap. Even though more than half of businesses are already seeing the impact of AI in their search data,
A staggering 91% have no documented strategy to address it. This isn't just a gap. It's a wide open field for any company that's willing to act decisively.
And that leads to this critical takeaway. The advantage you gain by moving now, it's not temporary. It actually compounds over time. By establishing your authority and optimizing your content early, you become the trusted source that AI engines come back to again and again. You're building a moat that becomes harder and harder for competitors to cross. And let's be crystal clear about something. This isn't some trend that's happening way off in the future. This is affecting your most valuable customers today. The high-intent searches, the ones made by people who are ready to make a decision, those are the ones most likely to trigger an AI answer. If you're not there, you are missing your best audience.
So let's end with the one strategic question that every single business leader has to answer right now. When your customers ask AI for a solution, is the AI going to learn from your competitors, or is it going to learn from you? The choice you make today will absolutely determine who owns the title of expert tomorrow.